Yep. Okay. So we're figuring out, let's review, we're figuring out which is greater, 5/6 or 7/8. Gretel came up with a great solution. She said, I drew a pie. I drew 6 slices, I colored in 5. I drew 8 slices here, I colored in 7. It looks like that 7 is larger than 5/6. It does look like that, but there's got to be a more precise and exact way to figure things out because, as you can tell, these numbers are very close together. And like I said earlier, 6s are bigger slices of a pie than 8s would be. So, what's a great way, Sebastian?
You use your pink ruler.
Yes. Yes, so using your pink ruler that all of you have in your notes now, that converts the fractions to what? Marley? Percentages, right. So if we convert both of these fractions into percentages, 83 1/3 versus 87.5%, it's very easy to see that 7/8 is much larger, okay? I want you to go into your notes or your workbook and flip the page from that first page. You're going to see some grids, okay? You're going to see some grids. Okay? Your grids are going to look like this, or your grids are not going to look like this, but your grids are on the next page. What page number is it?
20.
Page 20. What is the area of these grids on page 20? Someone tell me quickly. McKenna. 24. They are 4 by 6. Can someone tell me what the area of the grids on my board are? What are the area of the grid on the board? What's the area of the grid on the board? 6 by 4. So that means how many squares are here? 24. I'm going to show you how to use these grids to represent fractions so that you can easily see visually which one is greater. Okay? So if I need to color in 7/8 of 24, who has an idea of how many I would color in? How many would I color in to represent 7/8 of 24? Connor?
Well, if it was 100, it would be well.
It would be the same as the percentage, right? 87.5, right?
Yeah. It'd be,
Since it's 24, how many?
Well, we're going to shrink it down to fit the box. So I'm not sure.
Okay.
What to do.
Okay, so let's think about that. Marley, would you have an idea? 21. And how did you get 21?
So what I did is, you have 7/8, and you know that 8 goes into 24 3 times.
Okay, so you did, so you did 24, and you wanted to figure out how many groups of 8 can fit into 24, and you figured out
There's 3.
there are 3, okay?
So then I did 3 times 7, and that equals 21.
21. So I would color in 21 boxes. So here's 4, here's 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, go ahead and color in 21 boxes on your paper. 21 boxes. So she saw that there has to be 8 groups. Okay? Because 24 divided by 8 is 3. Okay? So she took the 24, she divided it up into 8 groups of 3. And since we only have 7 of the groups, 7 times 3 is 21. Okay, so let's do the same process over here. How many groups of 6 can we get? We're taking the denominator. How many groups of 6 can we get on 24? Yeah.
4.
4. So if I have 4 groups of 6, and I need to know how many would be in 5 groups of these, how many would I color?
20.
20. So go ahead and color in 20 right now. 1, 2, 3, 4.
6, 12.
2. how can I see? Which one's bigger? Ivy, which one's bigger?
7/8 because you covered it in more black.
Yeah, we covered in more black. So this is a way to take Gretel's idea of drawing some sort of visual, but making both sample sizes easier. How do you know to use 24? Do you think 24 would work for all fractions?
No.
No. How could I know that 24 would work for 7/8 and 4/6? What's something in common there? McKenna?
The 7 times 1 equals 21, and there's 3 left over, and then 5 times 4 equals 20, and 12.
Okay. But how did I know that 24 would work for this fraction?
Because 4 times 6 equals 4.
Okay. And what times 8 equals 24? 3. So 24 is a factor of both 6 and 8. So if the denominator has a common factor, you can use grids of that common factor to figure out which is greater. So that's 2 strategies that we went over today, converting to percentages and drawing a visual representation, okay? So again, if the denominator, such as 6 and 8, have a common factor, such as 24, then you can use a grid of 24 boxes to color in to figure out which one is bigger. Does that make sense? Okay. Awesome. You can go ahead and pause.